Welcome, 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 Spreaker. Oh my God. Let me put it on chat because yesterday, man, I have to apologize. Some of y'all was sending me messages and I didn't get them. And I want to apologize. But what I want to do before I put up Facebook, well, I'm about to post Facebook right now. What I want to do is I want to make sure that y'all know the call-in number. Because I know y'all don't necessarily get the same feed that we get on Facebook. So I want to make sure that y'all have access to the call-in line for what's the number, Gina? 614-556-4535, right?
Yeah.
All right. Those of you out there that might want to join the conversation, because we got a couple of minutes. It's a lazy Imani. I want to make sure everybody can call in and have this discussion because as we move into iHeartRadio and other people are finally catching on to what's going on with Gye-Nyame journey, I want to make sure that everybody have access to the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we do it here, right? That's how we do it here. It's very simple. We want to make sure that everybody has access to the conversation, right? So, I got some people tuning in on Facebook. We are live on Spreaker and Facebook. We have cut out the YouTube angle on our piece because of that's a discussion that we may need to have. Now the Texans went out, so we're gonna see who all gonna be tuning in. So those that know, get your water ready. I know it's kind of late. Some of y'all already done drunk your water. There's an adventure going on over here right now. I was out all day yesterday. I left a little bit before 8 to get over to the school so that we could do our warrior training. That was spectacular. Shouts out to Brother Anubis. I see you in the house. That was spectacular. But I stayed out all day. I went over my mom's house because I dropped my son off at one of my nephew's parties. He had an excellent time. Shouts out to my Aunt Loretta. He had an excellent time. We did the training. We did the workout. I tried to work out with the young people, and I found out that I'm no longer young, which is a bad thing and a good thing. You know what I'm saying? But I still could pretty much do everything that they could do, maybe a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But it's good that the young people see that I'm struggling, so maybe they'll step up. But then let me say this about yesterday's training, right? Yesterday's training was organized by the 20-year-olds in the tribe. They put it together. They had the lunch there for the people. They had they sent out stuff. I found out that one of the warriors, well, he really a nation builder, but he don't ever want to step up to that level yet. You know what I'm saying? But actually, he got a super phone like I got him. He's sending out texts and stuff, and I'm sitting up here like, wow. You know what I'm saying? They really organizing. And it does my heart good because they're organizing within the family. You know what I'm saying? They're doing this work within the family. So we had the meeting. The meeting was a success, right? Brother Kwame came out and helped with the math, and every time he had an opportunity, he was drilling the young people on some math facts because family, we have to understand this, right? In order for our children to truly reach mastery, they have to master. They have to get a strong grasp on the basics. It's not the complicated stuff. It's just like dancing. It's no good to be able to do a fancy move if you can't supplement that fancy move with the basics. Same thing in martial arts. The basics, right? It's Sasha, stop messing with that. Stop messing with it. Push it. Push it back. This is real life here, Gye-Nyame family. Real life here, Gye-Nyame. I see y'all coming in. So we about to do our song, and then we'll get further in conversation. Of course, y'all know that the lines are open. Let me make sure I post that up on the Facebook right now. Is this John? Yep, this is it right here. 614-556-4535. We got time for some conversation. I have to roll out because I got to get some bottles. because we got to bottle up some ambrosia. I have to help Gina. She got a project where she has to develop an environment for a dinosaur. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure that she's able to do that, and we're gonna be successful with that today. So we got a lot to do, and then on top of that, I still got the iron. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, how come you can't invite me to video chat? Video chat. Who is that? Who is this? I can't invite you to video chat. I can't invite you to video chat on Facebook. And I would be able to do that, but I don't have enough viewers on YouTube to keep on burning up all of the bandwidth that I'm burning up. You know what I'm saying? But you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to, you know what, Shaka, there should be a window where I'm able to invite you if you want to come in. There should be a window. There used to be a window on the Facebook app where I would be able to invite you in. I don't know what happens. I guess you got to be new for that, or hold on. There has to be a function for that. You know what I'm saying? But you can come in on the phone line. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you too pretty to be putting up there. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? You ain't stealing all the sunlight. It's bad enough that you could sing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put your pretty ass up next to me on a picture right there. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't on all that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, anybody out there, when Brother Hatim is not on, Brother Shaka is on. And you can check him out at the Mind of Shaka. And we're building up this empire. One person at a time, family. We're building it up, right? Media to get the thoughts out. But hey, y'all know what it is. Right now, I need to let you know you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Hot damn. I didn't let him out the cage. Who is this? The tab right next to the share button can alternate between Gye-Nyame and your actual. What? Say that again, Anubis. Because remember, I'm on a cell phone, so I don't understand. I do the Facebook through through my phone. It's not actually on my I guess I don't know. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm stumbling through it like the rest of y'all. But y'all know what it is. Right now I want to invite you to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. And let them out. It's a Heart of a Simple production, and it's the Daily Toast. Will we strive to do nothing but blow up your old paradigms? Oh. Yeah, okay. Listen to Anubis. Because this is his thing. You know what I'm saying? He know what he doing. You know, I'm stumbling through. Hell, he got me available on iTunes and Google Play and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, let's get it. So y'all know what it is. Grab your glasses. Last little bit of nasty water. I won't buy this one no more.
Mr. Daddy.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink your water. Take your breath and drink your water. Take your breath and drink your water. Take your breath. Drink. Drink. Y'all hear the little singers in the background? Lift your glass and drink your water. Lift your glass and drink your water. Lift your glass and drink your water. Lift your glass. Drink. drink. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. We're gonna mix it up, ladies. Y'all ready? Take your breath and drink your water. Lift your glass and drink your water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Lift your glass and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Break it down. Go ahead, Shaq. Go ahead. This is your solo, Sash. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Lift your glass and drink some water. Come on now. Lift your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. We got 30 seconds. Come on, family. Can we do it? Pick it up. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. My daughter just attacked him. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. My daughter just attacked the table or something. But yeah, family, yesterday was a beautiful event. We're going to be doing the bi-weekly warrior trainings just to get people that want to do something to start getting busy. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to start focusing that in on all of these cultural stabilizing holidays that we have. So right now we're getting ready for the Malcolm X celebration. We also have a camping trip coming up in May. So I'm gonna be sending out the text about that as well. That's gonna be, you're gonna be able to bring your family and stuff like that. We're gonna have people. We got to have some dedicated people to work with some of the young people. Of course, I got some people in play already, but you know what I'm saying? We always can build it up because, family, if we want our children to move in a certain direction, we have to move in that direction. Brother Shaka put up Baba June is in full effect, saving lives out here. So he got the June popping up in Cleveland, right? We got it popping here in Columbus. Maybe my Aunt Loretta might want me to send her up a Scobie and show her how it's doing, and she can start getting it popping off up there in Akron. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole piece is, family, we got these skills, we got these things that we could use to keep ourselves healthy, to keep us vibrant. And we need to start finding ways to start cornering those markets, right? Because, you know what I'm saying, just because it got a pretty package on it and stuff like that don't mean that it's good, right? We go into stores, the health market is cornered. The energy market is cornered. The real estate market is cornered. Everything that is necessary for you to exist is cornered, right? And I know y'all like, well, we're doing it in entertainment, but even that market is cornered. We're being allowed to do that. So, Auntie, if you serious about it, we need to sit down and talk about it because I could bring you a Scobie. You know what I'm saying? I got an extra 5-gallon food grade bucket that you could brew it in. It's very simple. You could actually do that, and you know what I'm saying, and you can make your own. So you and your family, y'all could be sipping. If you want to share with other people, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. You know what I'm saying? Because this is beyond entrepreneurship, right? I was at a place a couple of years ago, and they gave me this term. They said, you're a spiritual activist, right? A spiritualpreneur. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, how do we do it? How do you know what I'm saying? Boom. I got buckets and buckets of scobies. It's crazy, family. It's crazy because every time I brew, you know what I'm saying? Every time I brew, I get a new SCOBY. See, Shaka right now is at the excitement stage because he don't have to provide room and board for some SCOBYs. But eventually, my brother will have to be providing that room and board for them extra SCOBYs. CeeLo is in the house. What's up, CeeLo? So go and get your water so we going to do this toast. But hey, family, remember lines are open. Matter of fact, let me go on and officially do that just in case anybody want to call in. Number is 614-556-4535. Hey, who is this? Hey, Shaka. Unpin this. I don't know what you got pinned up here, but I need the number pinned up so people can find it. I'll do it. Don't worry about it. I like the number pinned up so that those new people can go and call in if they want. All right, so, hey, here we go. I'm opening up the line for real, family. So if y'all got some stuff on your chest, this is Imani. This is that Imani, that day of faith, family. Come on, so what's on your chest? Let's get it out. Let's have some discussion. Let's go and solve some problems or maybe even create some shit. I don't know. You know how it gets down around here. Hello, check 1, check 2, check 1. I don't know what's going on with my blue. I mean, you supposed to be the best mic in the world. You supposed to be one of the best mics in the world.
Well, it's not.
And it's not. We have the power to make healing as cool as the thing that breaks us down. I don't know if it's going to ever be as cool as weed. But hey, we can shoot for it. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to keep it real, family. I'm just trying to. I don't know if it's ever going to be able to compete with weed. You know what I'm saying? But if it does, I want to be the supplier. That's for goddamn sure. You know what I'm saying? And it's legal too. At least it's legal for now. Because family, I'm going to let y'all know. Soon as people start getting well from what we doing, right? Soon as people start overcoming shit, it's going to be illegal. I just want. Oh, Shaka, you on the line? Just sitting there looking at me, man. Come on, man. That kind of freaked me out a little bit. Shaka, you.
Conference now. This call is being recorded.
How are you on my conference call before I'm on my conference call, man?
Daddy?
Well, my brother, there's a thing. It's the universe, yo. The universe always does what it's supposed to. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Check this out. So what I want to do, because you have your Uber conference, I want to give you access to my Uber conference because you don't need a pen to get on mine. You need a pen to get on yours, which is another step that a lot of people might not be able to do. So so when I'm on the mind of Shaka, they can call the same number? They can call the same number. Because when you on, I'm not on. And when I'm on, you're not on. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? We're building something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go.
It'll be awesome, man. It'll be awesome if your Uber conference number was the same. Well, I don't know. It's the same as your super number, but
Now that'll complicate stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because with the super, for those that don't know, we're using these technologies to reach the people. So the super phone is more of a text-based piece. And what I use that for is, like, y'all get the text prior to the show, letting you know that the show is going on. Right? So we don't need that. The call-in number is 614-556. Who keep pinning my number, man? Who is that?
I think you did that, man.
I didn't. Oh, man. Shaka, come on, man.
Daddy?
Come on, Shaka.
Daddy, just say $500.
I unpinned what I pinned.
Daddy!
Then I unpinned what you pinned. Then you unpinned my shit. We got a pinning war going on. Now we done pinned so much that we done reached the pinning limit. All right, so the number is up. Yes, Sasha.
You get to say $500.
No, that's Geico. Get out of here. Geico don't save nobody nothing. All right, listen. 614. I will take that back, Geico, if you want to be a sponsor. But until then, that little lizard ain't doing shit for me. All right, 614-556-4535. Once again, the number is 614-556-4535. Also, family, I need to let you know that next Kuumba, for those that speak the language, right? And that will be the 24th. We will be showing school days from 2 to 5 p.m. over at the Millennium Community School, a fundraiser for the Malcolm X Festival. Family, we are on our way to raising those funds so that we can have some real nice festival for you. So come on out, support. It's $5 for entrance. Everybody under 17 is free, right? We want to have the discussion about the movie, all of the issues that was brought up in the movie, those that remember that, and then also we're going to have somebody from HBCU there to help us far as the discussion, especially with the young people. If you have young people that's interested in going to an HBCU, or you want your child to go to HBCU, there's a possibility that they may be able to get some contacts here at this thing. So we asking the community to come out. So let me guess who this is. Is this Miss Navita Nelson?
You got it.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Now, this is what we're going to do to jump this off, and then we're going to get into the toast real quick. Shaka, you got any announcements that you want to make?
Nope.
Yes,
yes, I do. Yes, I do. In fact, I will be there to watch School Days with y'all. I would like to, if at all possible, and if the interest is there, I would like to be able to have a conversation with any and all parties who are interested in hosting the Fermented Food Festival in Columbus. Even if it means that we're going to do 2, I've got a lot of people riled up here and ready to move towards that. I've been to the farmers market, and Amish people ready to put their money in. So
you said the Amish?
Was down there.
You said the Amish?
Yeah.
Well, we gotta watch out because they gangsters, family. All right, but so Fermented Food Festival. So hey, I'm a fermented fooder. So yeah, all right, we're gonna talk. So now.
Yeah.
So Sister Navita, you got you got any announcements?
Well, other than the movie promo that you spoke of, I wanted to add some things to that. As far as even if you don't know if your child wants to go to college, if you don't know if they want to go to a HBCU, it still has to do with the education of our children. So bring your children. If you're considering any college, bring your children, because even the sister that is going to be in the building about your HBCU, she can give you some guidance that you may want to be thinking of one college now, but once you get finished talking to her, you may be thinking of another. So it's open to everyone, and I would like to see everybody participate this year in not just the fundraisers, but the Malcolm X Festival itself. And if you are a black person and you participated in any St. Patrick's Day festivities, you surely can participate in a Malcolm X festivity.
She hitting below
All
the
the black
belt.
Irish people make some noise. All the black Irish make some noise. Okay, so look. Listen. Sister Navita just brought up something, and I wanted to bring this to the table because this is a perspective that we have not explored yet. All right. I remember when I was looking for a lawyer to represent me on this custodial case here in Cleveland with Farrell before I got him by myself.
Excuse me, lady.
I went to a black woman who is now I forget what position she is in government, but a lawyer who told me, you are smart to get a woman, a black woman at that, to represent you in this. However, let me explain something to you, because I think that you are right in saying that this is, because I came in with the premise that, you know what, we're dealing with the Willie Lynch syndrome, and, I was deep into, my philosophical design of what was working against us. And this woman was actually going to represent, hello?
I'm listening.
Yeah.
Sasha
So
breaking
she
shit.
did is that she said, this is interesting, because when you look at the makeup of the social service industry, 90% of the social workers are black women that grew up in the black community, went out and got educated at an HBCU, and then came back out into the community as the protector of everything abused. So I just wanted to open that up because I haven't explored it since she said that to me. And I wanted to hear from you all, especially the sisters, how you feel about that.
Well, from what I've read, I think it was something like 80% of your black doctors came from HBCUs. And the majority of your black scientists and engineers went to HBCUs. So I think when we send our children to HBCUs, even though it may have been founded by Caucasians, in cahoots with Caucasians, it doesn't mean it doesn't benefit us as a people, because apparently, education-wise, I think there's more of a dedication to making sure that the students are successful. And even entrepreneurship as well is encouraged, and etc. So I think it's a good thing that we, and I watched my grandson plays basketball, watched the Ohio State game last night, and then I watched this documentary about LeBron and his teammates coming up and how they played for an Irish high school, and then he went on to play to Cleveland, and I just thought about all the black athletes that we have that don't go to HBCUs because it's not as glorified, I guess, as far as their careers would be concerned. And I think that's kind of sad, because I think we could build up our HBCUs if we really supported them more. Because like the brother said, they came back to these people come back most of the time and give back. Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm speaking specifically about the industry of social services and how these women come back as empaths, and in that sense, because they're responding to these wolf cries, if you would, then that further causes them to advocate sometimes for someone who is not necessarily trying to work towards the benefit of reunification or for the family. You understand what I mean? Sisters, I mean, put it like this. I've been on the opposite side, of course, and in both cases, I saw the same thing. It's like if a sister says a magic word, then I'm automatically vilified. They automatically have to deal with me in a certain way. If a sister says, oh, well, he put his hands on me and this and that, even if it's not true. And in my case, it's not, that's not the case, but it's dealt with in the same manner. So what I'm saying is that when you have that going on, not in an isolated scenario, but most of the time, I mean, there's no way for a man to undo that part of it unless he just automatically, does everything that the system say he needs to do and play this weak role. Like, all right, y'all got me, even though, that's not what happened. Y'all, you know what I mean? And I don't. So
you're talking about women's supremacy? Is that what you're trying to talk about? Because I'm kind of a little.
She said woman supremacy. Go ahead, girl.
Not at all. Not at all. Not women's supremacy. I'm talking about how.
Hey, give me that cover.
I'm talking about how in the system has certain red tape for all of us. All right, it's designed in such a way where if a woman says that she has been abused in the household, or the man is laying hands on her, or whatever the case, there's a certain way that caseworker has, it's a protocol that caseworker has to follow, especially if she believes that there's some reality there. However, there is no way after that woman makes that claim that man is not going to have to go through something, even if she's lying. But I'm saying that is a risk.
I think I get it now. I think what you're referring to is what I call women privilege, as opposed to like a white privilege. So if a woman makes an accusation, we'll say black, because we are black enough that we are talking about, against a male, it's automatic, like this hashtag Me Too thing. This women make an accusation against the male, he's automatically guilty most of the time before it's even been, she hasn't even brought any facts forward. They always take the woman's word for it first. And there's certain aspects, I think, where women do have a privilege. Like a man and a woman can have a breakup, or she can catch a woman can catch a man cheating, and she can go on Facebook or any social network and say, "Oh, I slapped the shit out that motherfucker when I found out." Now, if he was on the other foot, and he found out she was cheating, and he said, "I smacked the shit out that bitch," it's going to be a whole different response. Because I've seen it. And I see the females like, "Girl, I know that's right. When my man was caught cheating, I did this.
I broke his windows out. I flattened his tire. I chased him over his mama's house. Yeah.
I super glued his penis to his belly button.
Somebody did that too. I think I read that somewhere.
Yep.
And everybody laughed at that. When I seen that happen, everybody laughed at that. Now, if that would have been a man who glued a woman's private areas closed, he'd have been the most, nobody would have thought it was funny.
He'd been notorious. It'd been notorious. It would have been an issue.
Yeah, so there is a certain privilege that women do get on the strength when it comes to things like that.
And we got now, one of the things that you're dealing with, Shaka, is that you got to understand that the social service industry is an industry, by the way. The social service industry was not necessarily designed to really hold families together, especially black families. You understand what I'm saying? So when it kind of confuses you when you go into court and immediately you're vilified, when in fact that is the way that the whole damn thing was designed. You know what I'm saying? So we have to deal with the underlying structure of the whole thing, because we think, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times a lot of us know, but we honestly think, or some of us think, that these people are actually trying to help us. And in their defense, they are actually trying to help. But there's protocols and lessons that they have learned that that gears the system to go on and tear a family apart. Hell, I'm not even going to listen to the man. In most cases, in custody battles, they ain't listening to a damn word you saying as a man. You know what I'm saying? Anubis said, I think that most of these people are abusing the Me Too campaign. But this has been going on long before the Me Too, because what Shaka is specifically talking about is family law and stuff like that. The Me Too is stepping into a whole nother realm where men have been able to abuse. You know what I'm saying? In many cases, men have been able to take advantage of power. But now, that goes back to some of the primary lessons of power. You know what I'm saying? What does a powerful individual get the right to do? What reason do a man want to become powerful? Money and women. Shit, I mean, let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So now the paradigm is shifting, and men have to start adjusting to that paradigm, at least in the present time. Because if not, dude, because you just think about something. Just think about the shit that is going on that hasn't even been talked about yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I'm just waiting, because it's a whole lot of stuff. Now, Brother Nuba says, interesting to see that you went to warrior training yesterday, and now today you seem to be, let me explain that.
Exactly, man. Cold. Wait, what is that, a Snuggie? Are you wearing a Snuggie?
Listen, let me explain.
What's going on, man?
Let me explain. So I was telling the story. I went out, we did the warrior training. I was out all day. I left at 8 a.m. I came back to my house. I didn't get here till about almost 9 o'clock. when I got home, something happened to the furnace. So I walked in the house. The heat said 75. I had it on 75. Well, at least my wife had it on 75. But the actual temperature in the house was 63 degrees. And I'm sitting up here like, damn. So I go down, I check the thing, and it's an automatic lighting one, so you can't light it. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't doing nothing but blowing out cold air. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit all night. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this, so I got the doors open. I'm letting some of the sunlight in, but it just hasn't reached where I'm broadcasting at. Blaming? No. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's what they for. You know, wives and husbands learn to blame each other, keep everybody out of trouble. Shit. But yeah, the furnace went out. So they can't come in. They can't come in to fix it till tomorrow. So yes, I do have on a Snuggie, sir. Yeah, I'm cold. Yeah, and I was working out, and I'm old, and I'm sore too. So gonna make fun of it. But I can't wait because all of y'all, time keep on slipping into the future. I can't wait. All of y'all gonna get y'all shit.
It, man.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm cold as hell. I just didn't feel like going downstairs. It was too late because I thought I was going to be able to make it through. I couldn't go get my one of my hoodies. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to hit these streets. But hey, we're going to do these libations real quick, and then we're going to be able to discuss some of this stuff some more. You know what I'm saying? Because we got the family. It's like we got to understand that war is fought on all levels. All areas of life is fought in. And we got to understand, you know, we had it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now you got my aunt laughing at me and shit. Thanks a lot. Mr. Shaka Hasbury. Cold as hell. You know? All right, so here we go. So first, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name choose, call it Creator. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we get to the stars of the show. And we're going to read this list. We got a long list. Now, when I send this list out to you, if you request the list, please cut and paste and put your ancestors at the forefront. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robin the Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, George and William Walter, Chris and Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvira Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman-Nell, Nomo X, Sapet Ra, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Atwoods, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxter Brothers, Miss Eva Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Randleman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jeannie Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Ware, Levita Farmer, Argosa Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keisha Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Worrell, James Farmer, Marie Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Imhotep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Delma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Frank and Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Venus Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy. Brother Renee salutes Joe Davis, Sister Jill, and Brother Allende. And today list Timothy Butler. Brother Anubis added Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, and Rosemary Charles. Sister Keandra salutes Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr. Brother Deshaun Sensabaugh salutes his mother, Jennifer Sensabaugh. I added Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons. Sister Aisha added Stacy Triche, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown. Miss Ford salutes Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth and Paul Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson. Dr. D salutes Dan Wilkinson Sr. We got Jackie saluting Emma McClendon, or add Emma McClendon to her list. We added Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Shabaka Teray, Patricia Williams to the community list. Sister Madonna salutes Donna Hill and Richard Glebus. Sister Cynthia salutes Lee Irby, Tom Irby, Void Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead. CeeLo salutes Archie Beck and Anna McGill. Brother Santana salutes Aunt Becca. Elder Greg Arnold salutes Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hetty Reed, Charles Reed. Sister Shelley I salutes Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Halsey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, and Mother Gibson. We got Brother Quabana saluting Brother Quabana Nixon saluting Alex Nixon. We got Elder Bowie saluting John Bowie. We got Elder Shedrick saluting Lester and Rachel Sanders. We got Sister Janelle saluting Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes. We got Elder Ori Pianki saluting Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie, and Charlie Scott. We got Charles Stevenson saluting Vivian Stevenson. We got Cassandra Holloway saluting Mona Ann. We got Ella Phillips saluting Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, and James Hairston. We got Sister Enya saluting Margaret Towns and Mary Williams. We got Sister Heather saluting Leroy Q. Heath Sr. We got Patah Capshaw Moore saluting Albert Moore. We got Yeye Motley saluting Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, and Erlington Houston. All right, family, we lift up our glass and we salute all those ancestors and we say Ashe. From there, we move on. We move on to the present moment. We salute it and we say Ashe. Right now, we are in Imani. Let me run down the list real quick. In Imani, we are today, the language, if you speak the language, if you don't speak the language, today is the day of faith. The Modic principle is harmony. The M7 principle is trust. The color is red. The Hermetic principle is gender. The male name for the day is Kwesi. And the female name is Akosua. Akosua. All right. So now we got that. We salute this moment. We activate our reticular formations to find faith in our community. And we say Ashe. Family. From there, we move on to the future. We toast our children's children on to infinity, and we say Ashe. From there, we salute all of our relations, and we say Ashe. And last but not least, family, I toast you, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I wish you peace, power, joy, in 100 years. Now back to the conversation. Hot day. Summer in the city. All right, shouts out to Brother Sa. Welcome. All right, so anything else on your mind?
Oh, I thought we was picking up where we was at. Sister Navita was in the middle of something.
Was she?
You think I was, but I can't even remember what. I was in the middle of it at the time, but.
Ooh, I love them fireworks.
That's Ohio Sale.
Is that better?
That's a lot better.
Well, basically, I think that, you were saying to the brother that the Me Too movement was actually like a different topic than what Brother Shaka was talking about in actuality.
Right.
But I think in some ways it kind of connects.
Oh, it does. It definitely does.
And I think that, especially with this, I'm not going to say, we have to be very careful now because I think we have produced a element of what I call women privilege, and it's not a good thing. Because I've heard women say, no matter what a woman does, a man should never hit her. And that includes her hitting him. And somehow now there's this idea that males are these people who don't have emotion. So if you go upside their head and bust them in their mouth and they don't instinctively strike back, you know what I'm saying? They're criminalized, and she could have smacked him first,
Right.
And they're demeaned in their communities as being, men beaters. But then when women do it, I see it all the time, and I have done it in my past. It's laughed at. That's what that get. You know what I'm saying? That's what he get, girl. I don't blame you. I would have did this and that. But as soon as it's on the other foot, it's like all of a sudden we in victim mode. I'm not feeling that because I'm raising a son and a grandson, so I'm really not feeling that.
Hey.
I mean, I just heard a story recently. I came back to Cleveland. I used to be. I'll be honest with you. I found out that a friend had passed, and while we was here, we were new friends. I found out that a woman that I used to really, really dig was dating this guy before I came back to Cleveland, and I knew him when we hung out face to face, like three of us. I'm like, man, in the back of my mind, I know you from somewhere. And then he broke it to me one day. He was like, yeah, we went to middle school together. And when I took it back to middle school, I'm like, yeah, you was in that one classroom all day.
Oh, the special class.
That's how they used to do them, though.
Now, but the thing is that I couldn't take nothing from him. The brother, he took care of himself. He took care of his people. When I came around, he took care of me, right? Something happened, time go on, and they ain't dealing with each other no more. In fact, he ended up dealing with this girl that he knew was crazy, but he knew that she needed somebody to believe in her. And what ends up happening, he takes this sister in, and she just, kind of takes over his space. And the moment that he realizes, you know what, this is too big for us. Because, now, keep in mind, this brother had some things going on, and he was conscious of what he got, he was dealing with. He got a check for what he was dealing with, right? And sometimes he take advantage of that. But the thing is that as he was trying to put her out, she waited until he went to sleep, stabbed him in the sleep, stabbed him to death, killed him. And to this day, justice has not been served. You understand? So I look at situations like that, and as you're talking about your son, and I'm looking at my son, I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, we got to do better. We got to teach them how to protect themselves from this madness, because sometimes, sisters, and the brothers, we carry this madness around with us. So when I look at that situation, it makes it hurts my heart, because his brother, I cannot say anything bad about him except for the fact that he was just he's in a harsh world. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to. I mean, but when you look at a grown man, I'm talking about an isolated incident where a man, you know, who's somebody's child, was stabbed to death in his sleep and didn't have an opportunity to defend himself. But you look at black men like that every day, who are, you know, who are bound in cuffs and done injustice every single day. You know what I mean? This is, we got to do better. You know, I mean, I don't know what, but we got to do better. We got to see, because the only thing that I know to do is put people on blast before something like that ever happens. So when I smell a behavior, you know, I'm not judging someone's character. I just know the rhythm of imbalance. And so when I'm in a room with it, either I just leave it alone, or I let that individual know, like, you bring imbalance to, you know, what we're dealing with. And I know somewhere down the road, it's going to end up to be something bigger than what it is if I don't. I even wrote a song called Ratchet, dedicated to the diabetic, because she doesn't think that people see that rhythm in her. And as she's coming in, and sisters, I know y'all know sisters like this, and I know that y'all despise them more than us men do, because, you know, they kind of crowd your spot at times when they come in, just as you know, people who are selfish and want to take and take and take, you know, and that is the system of abuse working, because when a sister has dealt with something that she can validate as abuse, the world owes her, and she will continue to take and take and take with no remorse, because in her mind, that's justice.
Right. Well, I think we just have to teach better behaviors from both genders and accountability from both. And lots of times, because there are men that do abuse women, if a police officer arrives on the scene, you can guarantee during this that brother's going to go to jail. But it's not like that all the time when the woman is the abuser. Many times men don't call the police. And when they do call, they don't get served the same penalties as they do when it's a brother who has committed the offense.
Upstairs.
You know, I've seen women
down here.
fight men, all kind, and then, you know, and then he'll retaliate, and they call the police, and then he goes to jail.
Right. The gang. But Brother Nuba say, well, whether or not it be a man or a woman, there are times when you may actually have to slap someone, not malicious, but to bring them back to reality. If they're acting in a totally uncontrollable manner that just keeps on escalating, that is acceptable to at least me. You might, at this point in time, brother, you might be the only one. Because I see somebody acting outside of reality, I'm leaving the room. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I have no vested interest in that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Because the issue is now, everything is being made possible to be made criminalized. You know what I'm saying? So you can't bring nobody to reality without an onslaught on Facebook. You understand what I'm saying? There's not an onslaught in the public media. Everything is politically incorrect.
It's for us.
You know what I'm saying? Or everything has to be politically correct. And in a lot of ways, that's one of the hindrances that we're having. You know what I'm saying? Because this whole political correct movement shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because now you can't say what you need to say because it's gonna hurt people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and because it's gonna hurt people's feelings, because it's gonna reveal some truth. It's almost you can't tell the truth. Like, for example, you know what I'm saying? In many cases, outside of what we doing,
What happened?
the circuit blew. All right, hold on for a second, family. My circuit blew. I need to get my computer back up. All right, so unplug this from that wall right there. So in many cases, My daughters can't do it. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we can't do what? We can do anything better than you. What the heck? How did the circus break at the same time? Well, it's my show now. It's our show now. So, hey guys, it's Gina and Sasha's show, and you know what's going on. Yeah. And we have to get the computer back on because the sockets broke. Yeah, so, yeah. That same thing, Shaka? The same thing, Shaka? That same thing, did I say anything? Shaka?
Hey, did the computer come back on?
No, Shaka. So, guys, we'll be back in Shaka video. People are loving it. Oh my God, people are loving it and they laughing. Oh, everybody's coming. Plus, they're feeling.
All right. What's up, Miss Tiandra? My circuit just blew. I'm just trying to get the computer back up so I get the conversation back. So go and talk to him, Sasha.
Okay, so I will be back in 20 minutes and give me a big thumbs up. Smash that like button and don't give my daddy a set. Give us 3,000. No, give us 3 hearts. Good job. Give us that. Give us. Whoa. Give us 40 hearts. No.
40 hearts?
Yes.
Did the computer come back on?
No, but people are loving this.
Did the light on my mic come back on?
No. People are giving us a big thumbs up. Wow, whoever's doing that did the best. They loving our videos. That's enough hearts.
Did the light come on?
No, but that's enough. Give us more hearts. That's not. Stop. Who's ever doing that? You're wasting ours. Is giving us some more hearts. He keeps on hearing you. He gave us a smiley face. One came on, but it turned back off.
It did?
Yeah, it turned back off. The light by you turned off.
Did it turn back on?
No. Yeah, it turned on first and it turned off. So guys, give us an emoji face and a heart. And a big thumbs up. Please.
I've actually thumbs up to talk about something.
So, today,
Okay.
yesterday we...
Is the light on?
Yeah, in the bathroom! Okay, I'm about to go turn the light off in the bathroom. Whoa, I think our power went off. The bathroom light came on.
All right, cool. But this ain't come back on yet, huh?
No.
All right, so keep on talking, baby. Give me a couple
Okay.
seconds.
Okay. So yesterday we went swimming indoor because it was too cold yesterday. So we went swimming indoor. There was like slides, and stuff. But I went under the water when I was sliding down. It was like so deep. Yeah, but it was deep a little. It was like right here. Yeah, when I was sliding down, I went all the way under the water. Yeah, and then my dad came and picked us up and Cleveland got to sleep over there. Then we came home, we went to Taco Bell for a little bit, and then so we forgot where Cleveland went. And then today we are going shopping for my project, some bottles, because somebody want to order something, and but the swimming pool was like right here. I thought I was going to drown because the slide was like, you know those big slides that you slide down with the donuts on, where you lay down on the donuts? We slide down on that, and then the donut slipped over, and then and it was not funny. I thought I was not going to do that, but that was crazy. And it was fun, but I didn't see them go. But she said it was fun.
All right, folks, I'm back. I think now, not only is the furnace acting up, now
Our lights is acting up.
I think I got a electrical problem.
Me too.
You too? You think I got an electrical problem?
Yep. Because the light on the bathroom came on.
Actually, this light is not even on either, huh?
Yeah. No, it's not on. Yeah, it's not even on.
Oh, man. All right, folks. I'm going to have to say peace out. I want to thank y'all for giving my babies 40 hearts.
No.
And
We have to talk about
I'm going to
the
say
heart.
peace. I want to thank everybody. I'm glad we got the toast off. So, because I might have to be sitting in a different location tomorrow because this whole circuit went out. All right, thank you. Y'all have a great day. Peace.
Can we get,
All right, Spreaker, we out.
Can we get your phone?
No, you can't get my phone.
The tablet?
Yeah, y'all get the tablet.